Management of asthma as per GINA Guidelines 2020. Risk reduction and symptom control are the two major objectives in the management of asthma. So, there are three major steps in the management of asthma. One is assess, then adjust, and review response. Assess means if a patient comes to you, then confirm the diagnosis of asthma. Then assess about the symptom control. Then look into any modifiable risk factors. Then look into the comorbidities. Then assess inhaler technique, whether they are using inhaler in the correct manner. Then adherence to the medications. Then patient preference. Next, adjust. That is adjustment of the treatment. Adjust the treatment. Treatment of modifiable risk factors. Treatment of comorbidities. Non-pharmacological strategies. Asthma medications. Either step up or step down. Then education and skills training. Then next, review response. That is on follow-up. Look into the exacerbations. Then symptoms, persistence of symptoms, then side effects of the drug, then lung function, and also about the patient satisfaction. So these are the three major steps in the management of asthma. So in the GINA Guidelines 2020, this is the major change they have made. That is, every adult and adolescent with asthma should receive inhaled corticosteroid containing controller. So now there is no SABA alone treatment. So every adult and adolescent with asthma should receive inhaled corticosteroid containing controller. And every patient with asthma have a reliever inhaler, that is low dose inhaled corticosteroid formoterol combination or short acting beta agonist. And we should also train the patient on guided asthma self-management. That is asthma information, then inhaler skills, then adherence to the treatment, importance of adherence to the treatment, then give a written asthma action plan, then self-monitoring of symptoms and or peak flow, then regular medical review. Then in case of mild asthma, now as told earlier, there is no longer recommendation of SABA alone and inhaled corticosteroid controller options are there. So what are they? As needed, low dose inhaled corticosteroid formoterol combination or inhaled corticosteroid whenever SABA is taken. Then regular inhaled corticosteroid or inhaled corticosteroid LABA every day plus SABA SOS. And maintenance and reliever with inhaled corticosteroid formoterol can also be used. For example, budesonide formoterol combination or beclomethasone formoterol combination. So this is the steps in the management of asthma as per GINA Guidelines 2020. So there are controller medications and reliever medications. So in the controller there is preferred controller and other controller, and in the reliever there is preferred reliever and other reliever. So there are 5 steps. So step 1 are for patients who are having symptoms less than twice a month. And step 2 is for patients who are having symptoms more than or equal to twice a month or less than daily symptoms. Then step 3 is for patients who are having symptoms on most days or waking with asthma once a week or more. And step 4 is also for patients who are having symptoms on most days or waking with asthma once a week or more plus low lung function. And step 5 is for severe asthma. So first about the controller in step 1. So as needed, low dose inhaled corticosteroid formoterol combination. Formoterol is long acting beta agonist. So ICS LABA combination as needed. Low dose ICS LABA combination. And other controller, that is the preferred one. So other controller low dose ICS whenever SABA is taken. So in this no LABA is there, so SABA is there. So low dose ICS whenever SABA is taken. And reliever for step 1 and step 2, there is as needed low dose inhaled corticosteroid LABA combination, inhaled corticosteroid formoterol combination. And other reliever for all the steps as needed SABA, short acting beta agonist as needed, can be used as another reliever. Then step 2. Step 2, the preferred controller is daily low dose inhaled corticosteroid or as needed low dose inhaled corticosteroid formoterol. So similar to the step 1. And other controller, they are telling daily leukotriene receptor antagonist like montelukast and or low dose inhaled corticosteroid whenever SABA is taken. Then in step 3, that is symptoms on most days and waking up with asthma once a week or more. So in this step 3, preferred controller is low dose inhaled corticosteroid LABA combination. So as the step 1 and step 2. But other controller options are there, that is medium dose inhaled corticosteroid or low dose inhaled corticosteroid leukotriene receptor antagonist combination. Then in step 4, preferred control is medium dose inhaled corticosteroid plus LABA combination. And other controller are high dose inhaled corticosteroid. Also add on tiotropium, that is long acting anti-muscarinic agents or leukotriene antagonist. Then in step 5, that is severe asthma, we have to give high dose inhaled corticosteroid LABA combination and refer. And with or without we can add on tiotropium or anti-IgE or anti-interleukin 5 receptor or interleukin 4 receptor. Then other controller are add low dose oral corticosteroid. Then preferred reliever in step 3, step 4 and step 5 is as needed low dose formoterol. And other reliever as needed short acting beta agonist can be used in all steps.